What's up, everybody? So we're back out in the shop with another Shop Talk Tuesday, and in this episode we're forging a knife. Now, this knife started the forging process during the Chopper Challenge as one of the backup knives for that actual build. Now, I didn't feel like it was large enough, so I went ahead and forged that two-handed big old chopper that I made that you saw in the actual Chopper Challenge video. But I decided that I wanted to go ahead and finish this knife, so that's what we're doing in this one. Now, this is going to be a two-part series. In this episode, we're doing the forging process, the heat treat process, bevel grinding, getting the blade pretty much ready for handle scales. And in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of finish work on the blade, and then get the handle scales attached, profiled, to get this build finished up. Now, like I said, we're focusing on the forging aspect and a little bit of the blade work and things like that in this episode, so hopefully you enjoy it. Go ahead and make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Guys, let's go ahead, sit back, relax, and watch the process. So we got any decarb off the edge there. Going in with our 65 HRC file. It's perfect right there. Now what I'm going to do differently in this video is we're going to temper it. I'm going to temper it at 400 degrees for 2 hours, and then I'm going to do another file test after that so we can see where it lands hardness wise after the temper. So we're going to do that next. So I have a feeling that this is still going to be pretty hard, but we'll start with the 55 HRC file. Nothing. Go to a 60. Getting a little bit of biting. Like it's leaving a couple little scratches here and there. But not much. 65 HRC. Definitely leaving scratches. Taking a little bit of material away. So this is probably a pretty hard blade. I would say it's probably about a 60, right at a 60, maybe a 59, in between a 59 and a 60, because 60 doesn't really do much to it. I can see it leaving a couple of little bitty scratches here and there. But I'd say this is probably about 60 HRC throughout the whole entire edge there. So definitely still a hard blade, but I think that'll be fine. We'll check the spine and see the hardness on it. We'll start with the 55. So definitely 55 bites on the spine. So the spine is nice and soft all the way. So spine is lower than 55 and the cutting edge is right at about 60 HRC. I think that's going to work out real well for chopping. That's going to be awesome. Now we just got to work on our bevels, get them cleaned up, go from there. So, because I've already got a plunge line forged in here, I'm not looking for a huge step down into this little plunge area. I don't want a solid plunge line right here. So what I'm doing is I'm overhanging the belt off the side about 1/4 of an inch, just over 1/4. And that's going to give me a nice soft line right here. There's no hard edge really digging into this section, so it's just going to be a nice flow transition into these bevels, because all we're doing right now is we're just knocking off some of this stuff, even them out a little bit. All this is already forged in place, so we don't need to remove hardly any material. We're just putting some nice clean area on here, and that's about it. Just cleaning them up. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this Shop Talk Tuesday up here. Now, there's a few things on here that I was kind of skeptical about whenever I first started making this knife, but I do like how they turned out. So one of them being how long this handle is. It's a really long handle. It is a 1.5 hand handle. Cool thing about this is if you want to choke up on this and do some finer work, you can. I mean, as fine of work you're going to do with the knife this big, but you can do that. Also, you can pull your hand back and get all of that extra leverage for chopping, which is really nice. So choke up on it right here. You can hold it in the center if you want. It's still comfortable, but that way you can decide how you want to hold it. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to actually chop something with this because I think it's going to work out really well. Now, big knife, really big knife. We ended up rounding over the spine there, which is something I don't typically do. I think it's going to work well whenever I get the handle scales put on here and get that kind of bevel put on them as well. But real neat, real cool profile. One of the things that I really like about this one is, again, the bevels were all forged, so really this is just cleaning up the bevels. Cleaning them up so there's not all that texture all the way down here. They were fully forged in. You can see there's no transition where this, what you would call a plunge, so where the grinding is here, there's no transition, there's no lip up to this area. So we didn't grind in any plunge lines. Those are all the way back here. We forged those in. Then of course we did this flare that I've been liking on the forged knives. As you see right there, it's a little flare. So you can put your finger all the way up here, choke up on it, have a nice big broad area for your finger to sit on. Really like that. I think it's a cool profile. But I'm always interested to know what y'all think. Do y'all like this? Do y'all like that brute to forge, crazy build that we have there? What do you think about the 1.5 hand? It's gonna be pretty cool whenever it's all finished. I've got some really nice handle scale material that's gonna go on here, and we're gonna see how it goes whenever it's all done. Again, I can't wait to actually chop into some stuff with this. I think it's gonna do really well. We're gonna do all of that in the next episode, but like always, I really do wanna know what y'all think about this particular build. Do y'all think it's cool? Do y'all like everything that's going on? Would y'all have done something different? Let me know, comment section down below. Guys, that's the end of this episode. If you would, again, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Thank y'all for coming by. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all next time.